Hello, Brandie. This is Mr. Gibson, and I was just looking over your work, and there were only four problems that you had incorrect, and two of the four you made a mistake with the numbers that you chose, and I will go over that in just a second. But let's start with the first problem, which was number five. Number five, you were supposed to have it was 2/5 times 1/7. So you did not have to find a common denominator. You only have to find a common denominator when you're adding or subtracting. When you're multiplying, you just multiply straight across. So your answer should have just been 2 over 35. Now, the answer that you received, um, no, that was, yeah. So it should have just been 2 over 35, and that would have been it. Now, the next problem was number six. Number six was supposed to be 1.74 divided by 6. Now, what you were supposed to do with this, if you was doing this out longhand, you was supposed to take 6 into 1.74. Then you know that we would have 6 goes into 1 0 times. Bring your decimal here. 6 goes into 17 twice. 17 minus 12 is 5. Bring down your 4. And 6 goes into 54 9 times. So your final answer here would be 0.29. Okay, now the next problem that you have incorrect is number 8. Now, number 8, I believe the only reason why you have this problem incorrect is because you end up changing one of the numbers, but I will go through the whole process here. Okay, so we'll bring down our 5 sevens, and then this 6 and 2 sevens will become 44 over 7. Now we will change all these division signs to multiplication. Be 5 sevens times 7 over 44 times 8 over 3. Now, when you did this here, you, first of all, this was 42. This is supposed to be 44. You made it 45. And then when you took the reciprocal, you made it 7 over 5, which I don't know why you changed it, but that was the error that was made. So these sevens will simplify each other out, and then you multiply across. Well, actually, 8 and 44 both has 4 in common as well. So this would be 11. This would be 2. So it'd be 5 times 1 times 2, which is 10. And 1 times 11 times 3 is 33. So your final answer here would have been 10 over 33. Now, the next problem and the last problem will be problem number 10. Well, we had the problem, it was supposed to be 64% of 567.44. And we were supposed to rewrite this and solve. 64% will be rewritten as 0.64 of its multiplication is 567.44. Now, what you end up doing, you made this 0.64 that it was supposed to be into 0.54 with what you turned into me. So now we would just go off to the side and multiply. Now remember, I told you before that I just dropped the decimals, and then I'll do the decimals at the end when we multiply. So we have 4 times 4, which is 16, carry a 1. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 1 is 17. 4 times 7 is 28, plus 1 is 29. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 2 is 26. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22. Add a 0 here. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 2 is 26. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 2 is 44. 6 times 6 is 36 plus 4 is 40. And 6 times 5 is 30 plus 4 is 34. So we will add all these together. So now we have this number here, but we go back to the original problem here. We have 4 digits behind the decimal. So it'll be 362.1616. Now I didn't know if it told you to round to 1 or 2 decimal places, but this will be your answer. Now if it told you to round to 2 decimal places, it'll be 362.16. But aside from that, this will be your final answer. If you have any more questions, please let me know. And I know, of course, we're going to meet again next Thursday.